Hey guys, how you doing today? Just thought I'd show you a springtime version of our property and all the work that I've been doing to the homestead. So let's check it out. Alright guys, so the last time I took you on a tour of the property, it was during the very beginning of spring, and we had a downfall of a lot of snow, and now everything has come into full bloom, and well, I guess we're a little bit past bloom, but all the leaves are on and everything's greening up and everything looks really nice. So, well, here we go. Down here, I burned out a section so my wife could have some place for her flowers. And she just got done planting these smaller ones and everything, but she planted the bulbs pretty much a couple weeks after we moved in, and it's looking great right here right now. There it is. I just love these pine trees. Golly, look at that big oak tree. That is just a massive tree. It's nice shade for the house when the sun's starting to set. These bushes were all bloomed out in a pink flower, and the bees really like that. So here coming up, got a new wheel horse tractor. And I might have got that about a month ago. It's that old B80, it's a 1976. And man, is she awesome. Just picked up that trailer behind there yesterday. Got a good deal on it. It was all gray and kind of rusty, but it's got good tires, a good axle, and no holes in it or anything. I just painted it up, tried to match the wheel horse red. A little off, but hey, Rust-Oleum only sells so many colors. So yeah, there we are. It's been helping me out a lot out in the field. And since you guys last seen out here, all we had was the chickens before, and they have been free ranging and really enjoying the property. The only reason that we got them cooped up right now is because my neighbor planted some grass, and I figured we would save him the frustration of our chickens just absolutely destroying the straw and the grass seed over there. And welcome the new addition. We've got some barred rock chickens and some leghorns. And this is my neighbor's little trailer, by the way. It's kind of like his chick raiser, and he was so nice to let me use it and use these for the little chicks, and then have the big chickens keep them their coop. So we'll just open it up. Hey, chooks. Oh, pecking at my ring. But put a little water in there. This is just a vinegar jug, and some chicken nipples on the bottom, and they seem to drink out of that okay. Gosh, they're getting so big, I'm gonna have to raise it up again though. And then just a little couple bird feeders, and man, they just don't stop eating. I got these leghorns all at TSC for 25 cents. They said that they were getting too big. So bigger chickens equals less pay, apparently. But it was a really good deal. And then we got these barred rock ones over at TSC as well, and they were only like $1.50 each. But we wanted some pretty chickens too, and I believe we got about 4 roosters in here. Or it looks like it, at least. All the leghorns, all the white ones are pullets, and the barred rock ones are, I believe there's only 2 hens there. But that's okay. We're gonna keep about 2 roosters and maybe give the neighbor some. Might even have one for dinner. But that is about half of the brush that we have been piling up. Well, let's get to the planters first. So I think in my last video we had these and they were empty, but my neighbor has a loader on, or front loader on the front of his tractor, and he was able to help us get some dirt in here. And we put asparagus in this bed, and strawberries in that bed, and then herbs down at the very end there. And we actually have an asparagus piece right here coming up, and that's pretty surprising. There's this was all from rootstock, and it's got to grow up and get bigger. But might even, that's a piece right there too. So it's all from rootstock, so there won't be anything that we can eat from this year, but hopefully next year we'll have a little bit better results, and probably wait to the 3rd year to actually harvest. But coming up here in the strawberry patch, there's just weeds so far, no strawberries yet. Hopefully we'll have some good rain here coming up. And in our herb garden, we actually started all these from inside, and this basil's looking pretty sad here. A lot of the leaves got burnt. I think they were from frost. I did have them in a small greenhouse, and one night it just got way too cold and the cover was off just a little bit, and it kind of burnt some of the plants. But got all sorts of herbs here. We got sage over here, and I'm learning them, but I can't remember what this one is. I believe this is thyme, and some cilantro, and rosemary? I don't know, I can't remember them all yet, but the dill is doing very, very well. Nice big plant. Seems to be thriving quite nicely. So, but yeah, the big brush pile over here, man, I've been clearing out some stuff, so that's the result of some work around the property, and that's about half of it. I had burned another big pile like that not too long ago, but here's our garden. Now this whole area was, well, right in the middle there used to be an apple tree, and all covered in brambles, so like 7-foot high thorns in some areas, and I had to get them all out of here. But the wheel horse has been doing some work, so I'll just kind of give you a tour of the garden here. We have plenty of potatoes, courtesy of our neighbors. They gave us a lot of planter potatoes, and I just kind of put them over top and then put wood chips on top. Plan on doing the Back to Eden garden. I've got within a few sources of wood chips, but they haven't been able to deliver their load yet because they've been staying pretty darn busy this year. I mean, springtime, everybody wants their stuff looking nice and everything, so hopefully soon. But here's some nice plants here. Look pretty good. All along there, got some potato plants. So that should be really, really nice come this winter. And then I got onions growing up in here, all the way down. And the rest of our root vegetables will be growing up in here. I believe we got carrots and parsnips, beets, and I think over here in these couple rows we did like lettuce and spinach, things like that, your leafy greens. And we got plenty of tomatoes. There's tomatoes all the way down. Want to do a lot of salsa, maybe some sauces, and just having fresh tomatoes around is just awesome. So right next to the tomatoes we got peppers, either jalapeno or bell. I got them a little bit mixed up when I was putting them out here, but that's okay. I'll sort it out later when the fruit starts growing. And right here we have lots of broccoli. What else was there? I believe we did Brussels sprouts and some cabbage too. And then on down there we have our zucchini and squash, a little bit of everywhere. Plenty of squash and zucchini, and I did throw out extra just for food for our chickens, so I can cut down on their feed from the store and just, you know, let them kind of enjoy. But there's some pole beans right here, and I'm gonna set up a trellis down along through here, and then we might do some corn as well, but I gotta get going on that. But man, I've been so busy. Check this out here. Now, if you can remember from my last video, this whole entire field was covered in thorns. And I've been able to work at it and get it all cut down and looking nice. But man, it takes a lot out of you. These two trees were actually just filled. You couldn't even see the trunk of the tree. They were just filled with brambles going up into the trees, the treetops, and oh my gosh, it was terrible. And there was plenty of poison ivy too, and I've had poison ivy about 4 or 5 times since I've been here. But there's no real getting around it. It's about everywhere you go, especially on the, like over there, you can see all that, those green and red leaves showing up. That's all poison ivy through there. And I've been getting it cut down though, so it's getting easier to manage. There was a tree right here, and I cut that down, put it all up into firewood, and it was just dead and not producing any leaves or anything, so I just decided to get it out of here while it was still alright for some good wood to burn. And over here I put another garden patch, and it's a lot smaller than our other one, but I filled the bed with kale and it's starting to come up. Let me walk here on the other side. We've been needing some rain. I might have to put a sprinkler out here. Let's see. I believe that little guy right there is kale coming up. I'm fairly certain, but I could be wrong. There's a little guy coming up right there. And if you just look right here where I've mowed all this down and got rid of all this brush, all those purple leaves, that's all poison ivy. And it's no fun. Trust me. Past month, all those little purple leaves on the ground, it's all poison ivy. It's crazy. But poison ivy does really like warm weather, and that's kind of where we're at. So nice to hear the birds. I know back at our old place we just didn't hear that many songbirds, because really the population was overtook by a lot of the house sparrows and the starlings and just kind of the birds that you don't really care for all that much. They're a real nuisance in the towns. But those trees need to be cleared out still, and a lot of stuff needs to be done, but I'm making some progress on it. Made a lot of progress so far. I just gotta keep getting this field mowed, keeping it mowed down, and then maybe turn it into some nice pasture later on if we want to do some livestock, or you know, we might decide to have a cow or maybe some goats or something. This is a tree that I just decided to leave up. It's a oak tree that was here, and over there is another oak tree, and right over here we did some fruit trees all through here. I believe this one is, oh, let's see, can't remember. I think it's the plum tree. Oh no, it's the pear. So nice little pear tree, getting ready to go. I've been watering them like crazy, but they've been needing it. So in here we have a cherry, tart cherry. They're good for pies and all sorts of goodies. And right over here we have a peach. I ain't even gotta tell you what that one is. There, an Alberta peach. That's probably doing the best out of any of them. And then we have a plum tree over here. So he's coming on. But yeah, got all this land to do all sorts of stuff with. I mean, the possibilities are really endless. And actually back here we have a creek from a stream that runs all the way up behind my neighbor's house. And it would be great for, if we do have livestock, we can actually cut into all this area down here. Cut out like a little pool and then just have it naturally fill up. That way we'd never have to haul any water to them. And it's just a small stream, but it always runs year round. It would be really, really nice to have. It's just a valuable resource. But that's the tour of the property. I might go into detail on some other things later on, if y'all are interested. And well, that's everything, guys. I appreciate you watching my videos, and it's a pleasure talking with y'all. God bless.